What's the most disgusting thing you learned about your mother's past? Because I just found out mine used to be the town's biggest attraction, and not in a tourism brochure kind of way. So I, 27 than me, was at a family barbecue last month. You know the kind. Everyone pretending to like each other while fighting over who gets the last hot dog. Mom was in charge of drinks, which of course meant wine. The woman treats Merlot like holy water. At some point, my Uncle Larry, the family's unofficial historian and professional gossip, starts laughing and says, "Man, your mom hasn't changed a bit since the glory days." I ask, "What glory days?" And he just smirks, takes a sip and says, "You'll find out eventually. Check the old yearbooks." Note to self, never check the old yearbooks? Obviously I did. So I go digging through Mom's dusty boxes in the attic. She's got stacks of photo albums labeled My Golden Years. I figured it'd be pictures of proms and perms. Instead, I find a yearbook from 1989 with a handwritten note on the cover. "To the queen of the parking lot, never change." Excuse me? I flip through and suddenly it's like watching a Netflix documentary unfold. There are 5 different guys who wrote messages like, "Can't believe we survived chemistry. Thanks for tutoring me, multiple times. The Mustang will never forget you." The Mustang. I started questioning my existence. Was I even conceived in a room or in the back seat of a Ford? So later that week I confront her, casually over dinner. I go, "Hey Mom, Uncle Larry said you were kind of popular back in the day." She laughs. Then she takes a long sip of wine. The kind of sip that says, "I'm debating whether to lie or write a memoir." Finally she sighs and goes, "Let's just say, I was the reason the football team had great morale." I choked on my spaghetti. Then she adds, "But hey, I got crowned prom queen. Not everyone can say they earned it twice." Twice? She winked. My dad just stared at his mashed potatoes like he was trying to time travel. I thought that was bad enough. But no, the universe had sequels planned. A few days later, I'm out getting coffee when an older guy from town recognizes me. He goes, "You look just like your mom. She was a legend at Ridgeview High." I nervously laugh and say, "Oh, I've heard stories." He leans in and whispers, "She was called the graduation gift." I dropped my latte. He walked away like he'd just passed down an ancient curse. I went home and immediately burned the yearbook. It smelled like shame and Aquanet hairspray. So last night, I'm helping Mom set up her new Facebook page because, of course, she wants to reconnect with old friends. Within 30 minutes, she's got 27 friend requests, all from guys named Rick, Doug, and Coach Steve. One of them comments, "Still my favorite MVP." Mom laughs, turns to me and says, "See, still got it." And that's when it hit me. She doesn't regret it. She's proud of it. She's like a one-woman hall of fame, just with fewer jerseys and more restraining orders. Moral of the story: never dig into your parents' past. You might find out why half the town looks suspiciously like your cousins.